Life has winners and losers, and motivation plays a big role in who wins and who loses. Luckily for you, I spent the past 3 years leveling up in the real world, and I found the secret cheat code that anyone can use to unlock unlimited motivation on command. So if you give me your full attention and turn off all your devices, I promise you'll be able to unlock the same cheat code that I discovered on my journey. So I'm going to show you what I learned about motivation so you can build the physique that I have. I remember when I was about 13 years old, the only thing that I could ever be motivated for was to play Blox Fruits, which, if you don't know, is kind of like an RPG anime game on Roblox. Just think of like a video game if you can't relate. And that's the only thing I would do. I would wake up, play Blox Fruits, eat, go back to playing, sleep, repeat. That was a genuinely like daily experience, especially on like school holidays, right? And it was awful. I felt like a complete loser outside of the video game. I'd walk into school, no one would respect me, like people, like girls wouldn't hold eye contact with me, guys would make fun of me, and they had plenty of reasons to, right? If you're just like playing flipping Blox Fruits on a daily basis, you're a bit of a virgin. Do you know what I mean? You're a bit of a loser. And everywhere I went, I felt like a loser. And I just imagined, like, if I was to stay like this for 10 years, where I was just a complete video game addict, what would my life look like? And I just envisioned that I would see everyone else leveling up, because that's what it felt like. I would see my friends being confident with girls. I'd see some other guys in my school getting jacked and getting success. Some guys are making money, some guys are like getting like famous on TikTok or something, and here I am, level 800 in Blox Fruits, and that's all I have to my name. And I was also like pretty good at Fortnite. I'm pretty good at most if I set my mind to anything, I'm sick at it, right? So like any video game, if I liked it, I'd be good at it. And that genuinely like mutilated my soul, bro. Just imagine right now that you are literally the only guy who hasn't leveled up in real life, and you see literally everyone, even the guys you used to look down upon, them guys over there, they're leveling up past you. That hurts my soul, bro. Luckily at 14, I found a self-improvement YouTuber named Hamza, followed him like to a T, just basically followed him blindly, got into self-improvement, changed my life, and leveled up past everyone else, and now I feel like a winner. And luckily I'm not the only guy who stayed at the same level. In fact, I went past, if I do say so myself, I went past most people my age. And a lot of people also tell me that too, so please believe me. Now, before I get into the like detailed tactics on motivation and like how to motivate yourself on command, I just want to talk to you about the fact that there's like a massive group of people, like the 99% of people, of quite frankly losers, who will look at us and say, you don't need to work so hard, you don't need to grind, just enjoy life, bro. You know that story I told you about earlier where I was a loser and I would only play Blox Fruits? Do you think I was sat there happy that I was a loser who was only good at playing Roblox games? Do you think I was happy with my life? Of course not, bro. Of course not. When you lack confidence in real life, when like you're level 0 in real life, that feels awful. You feel low status, you feel like a loser, you feel like no one likes you, no one respects you, girls aren't attracted to you, life is genuinely horrible. But these guys will sit here and tell us, oh, you don't need to work so hard, life's meant to be enjoyed, bro, you're not meant to grind. I'm telling you right now, me leveling up, me getting onto self-improvement and leveling up in real life, and one of the biggest things I did at that time was building my physique. That genuinely made life so much more enjoyable. And guess what, bro? The grind was fun. Life became the new video game I played. And you know how I told you, like, oh, like, if I get into any game, I'm pretty good at it, and I learn a lot about it. Guess what? I started learning a lot about life. Well, not life, but the games I wanted to play in life, like getting jacked, YouTube, girls, all that stuff. I've learned a lot about those games, and I've leveled up a lot. Do you know what I mean? And that's pretty sick. That's better than trying to like get awakened light fruit. So I just want to make it really clear. You do not want to listen to the losers. Only listen to people who you want to be more like. That is a rule that I always follow. Only take advice from people who you want to be more like. If you don't want to be more like them, don't take their advice. And if that means you don't want to be more like me, bro, click off this video, because it's not helping either of us. Well, it is helping me, sort of, but you're not helping yourself. And then that's just pointless. It's a waste of your time. Trust me, the grind is fun. And the first tactic to turn on motivation like a cheat code is to make it a game, to gamify it. So let's take the gym as an example, because like that's what my channel's about, fitness. Well, at the time of like recording this, that's a niche. Maybe I've like expanded or whatever in the future, but for now, the first thing is to make it a game. So let's take weightlifting as an example. What would video games, what would your favorite video game be like? It would use progressions, so like XP and stuff. In the gym, this would be like progressive overload. But maybe, this just came to mind, you could choose a different class. You know how in like video games you'd have like mage, warrior, summoner, and what's the last one, ranger? I'm just listing Terraria types, right? But you know how those certain classes in video games, you might be able to do that in real life. So with the gym, this could be weightlifting, calisthenics as two different classes, hybrid athlete. You could be what else? Crossfitter. You could be cardio. If I was you, I'd focus on aesthetic bodybuilding, because that's what will give you like the best rewards in my opinion. But you can also do like cardio as well. Like you can get cardio XP. It's just hella boring. And this is an interesting point I've made in my script. So if I'm looking over there, it's because I'm reading my script. An interesting thing is that every time I've seen someone quit video games successfully, they've always replaced it with going to the gym, especially aesthetic bodybuilding and weightlifting. This is just because it's exactly like a game. Like if you go into the gym and you start learning about progressive overload, training till failure, it's literally gonna feel like a game, and you'll be sat there like, why on earth am I trying to get like 800 more fragments so I can get like awakened light fruit? I might as well just like get jacked in real life. Do you know what I mean? And when that happens, when you're like, oh my gosh, it's just like a game, you're genuinely gonna like, you just will naturally level up. It'll just feel sick. And it's always those like typical nerd who played video games to Chad stories. Just like think of that, right? You literally can become a winner just by making things a game. Like you use the same principles from your nerdy video game virgin days to level up in real life, and I promise you'll just skyrocket like your progress past everyone. Because most people in general, like literally 99% of people, they're not using like video game XP grind 500 XP per minute tactics, bro. Do you know what I mean? They're not doing that. But you, like, this is like the blessing of being some nerdy, like neurotic video gamer. You'll just know how to level up in real life. Now, if you really want to learn more about everything to do with aesthetic bodybuilding and making the gym a normal part of your day, I've got a full aesthetic body course which you can go and click right now. The link is in the description. I've put in knowledge that I honestly haven't seen anywhere else on the internet, and I'm not saying that to like marketing, oh that's so cool. It's genuinely the case. There's some stuff in there which I promise you'll look at it and you'll think, why doesn't every YouTuber mention this? And so if you really want to learn like the secret knowledge, the link is in the description, which you can go and check out right now. Now the second and in my opinion, the most powerful tactic to just turn on motivation on command and make it a cheat code is to link it to your honest, primal desire. And I think you know what I'm getting at. Let's be honest. When you think about getting jacked, are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for your health? I wasn't. I'm not. You will naturally just become healthier by like getting into aesthetic bodybuilding and stuff, but let's be honest, we don't care about flipping reducing our beats per minute by 5. We want to get girls. That's just the case. You see the thumbnails, you see the aesthetic body, you look at that and you think, if I had that, I would be more attractive to girls, and I want it for that reason. I swear I don't want to get into this too much because I could go on about it for ages, but there's so many guys who are sat there like, me, I don't go to the gym for girls, I do it for myself, and they're losers, and they are fat. They don't look any different. Isn't that interesting? The guys who are sat there like, I just do it for myself, cringe guys, they all look the same every single year. It's the guys, I promise you, it's the guys who, at least to themselves, so you don't need to go and broadcast this to the internet like I have, like, I do this for girls. But if you just have the confidence to at least admit to yourself, yep, I want to get jacked, because I know I'll be more attracted to girls, you will actually be the type of guy who makes progress. It's fact. It's just a fact. Take it from me. I've been in the gym for 3 years. I've hit over 1,000 workouts. I've seen the difference between guys who make muscle and guys who don't make muscle. The guys who make muscle stay consistent in the gym and are always motivated and are hella consistent. They're just honest with why they want it. They know exactly why they want it. You know, when I before I had been consistent in the gym, I had like gotten to like cringy home workout routines before in the past, and I didn't stick to them because I didn't have like a good enough reason why, and also I wasn't honest with the real reason, and so I would quit. But once I admitted to myself, like, you know what, I want to get laid, bro. It's about time. At that point, bro, I wasn't missing a day. I promise you. I would skip rest days, bro. I would go to the gym instead of rest days, which was kind of stupid, but at the time I didn't really know like rest was that important. I know that sounds stupid, but yeah. I promise you, you use this tactic. You actually admit to yourself, yep, I want to get girls. And I promise you'll just look back and think, whoa, that is a secret cheat code to motivation. If you just link it, like, one of the, if not the biggest driver of motivation is just reproduction. That's like the evolutionary like thing inside of us. For like thousands of years, humans' 2 goals have been survive, and then reproduce. It's that simple. Survive, reproduce. And if you can link it to reproduction, bro, you're just going to be consistent. I'm just telling you the truth. Survival or reproduction. I promise, if you link it to one of those 2 desires, you'll just thank me. You'll just thank me, because no one else will tell you about this. And then the third tactic to turn on motivation is to literally just turn on the enjoyment. I know that sounds weird, but you have a superpower and you don't even realize it. You get to choose what emotions you feel. Like, think about this for a second. You know when you're in those bad moods, but you don't really know why you're in a bad mood, and you're saying like, nah, let me snap out of this. I'm a G, I can do this. You know, you can just do that whenever you want. Like, it doesn't have to be when you're feeling bad and it's like, oh, for no reason, and it's like you start motivating yourself. It's like, nah, I'm a G, I'm strong, I can do this, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna hit that workout. You can just do that 24/7. So just do it 24/7. Like, literally say the words to yourself, yep, I like going to the gym. Yep, I'm always motivated to go to the gym. And I promise, it sounds stupid and it's like, oh no, that's not gonna work. You try it and you genuinely give it some effort, it's gonna work. Fact. These 3 motivation tactics are things that I'm so glad that I learned, and I'm so glad that I get to teach them to you, because once you use these, and you use these like really well, like you just spam them as if it was the way you would spam them in a video game, you'll just see how much XP you're gaining. And it's almost like you look around and you just think, yo, do you guys not know about this XP farm? Like this is what? This is like a free XP boost to everything in life. If you just learn to turn on motivation, you will level up past everyone else so much faster. And I'm so glad I get to teach you that. And so if you want to learn more secret tactics that your competition don't know, hit the subscribe button right now. Safe.